Gen Z have got it tough when it comes to the dating market. You know what I'm saying? You've got hypergamy, you've got porn addiction, and you've got dating apps. All these evil villains have come together in Duma HQ, and they're conspiring to turn us all into bedroom-dwelling fap masters. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a statistic now that we've seen 10 minutes ago, but I'm going to show you again for the purposes of the video.
Pretend like we've not seen it.
Pretend like we've not seen it.
Yeah. Also pretend like we've not seen it in every other Gen Z slop video.
And the fact that I stole that from another YouTuber.
Yeah, this one's different though. It's like my favourite mixed-raced femboy said. You know Andrew Tate?
Yeah, I know the very same guy.
You remember the Fresh and Fit podcast as well? All my favourite legends.
I was about to say,
you remember when they called it the Avengers podcast? So the Avengers got together on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and they were talking about fly-out girls and the globalised dating.
No better feeling would he ever get than being grapefruit.
You can use a dating app and then go to the next town over and pick up girls who you would have never a chance of meeting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's strange.
You can go fly over to Dubai.
Yeah, be the bog like.
Yeah, be the bog.
Be the bog of the century. I feel like with dating apps, they're a very sinister place. It's the very competitive nature of it. You're in a contest with people who are much better looking than you.
Yeah. And
that's not me to begging for pity from all the girls in the comments. Comment down below, hang on. But that's not me begging pity. That's a case of you're in an everlasting contest. I mean, just look how bad it is in India.
I know a lot of guys who've been on Tinder in the last couple of years. They've all moved over to Bumble and Hinge now, and one of the reasons for that is because a lot of the girls on there were using it as marketing for OF.
I've heard that, yeah. I've heard that. So a lot of the accounts are burner accounts.
So you're saying the UK, 42% are female. It's probably more like 30%.
Yeah, and they've paid for
a lot of them are trying to get you going OF. Or I remember Mole. He was on Tinder. I think. I can't remember what we were doing anyway. And he was on Tinder, and I was having a look at it like, this is crazy. Matches with some girl. She messaged him like, "You're in there, mate." Messages what location she's in and prices for the night.
Yeah, escort service. Yeah,
so
mad.
It's not. I know people might hear that and say, I don't know how old that statistic is. That might be from 2018, something like that. So people might say, well, OF's only 3-4 years old. Yeah, but the matter of the fact is, even before OF, you know what I mean?
There's always been whoring. Now, from what you're saying there, that people are using it to market themselves to online services, let's say. I'll use a friendly term. They aren't going to care about paying to push their account out there with the extra features on Tinder and your other apps, are they? No. So they can pay to push because they're making thousands a month from selling the naughty bits online. And that's where I want to move on to very briefly, is the money side behind these dating apps. I think people are very guilty, and I've covered it before, of forgetting these websites or industries now. You covered back to 2019, it made 1.2. They've been clearing $1 billion a year every year for 5-6 years now.
You're paying £20 a month for Tinder Gold, so you get pushed out there more, so you can see more OF marketing ads.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter because
you're being exposed to more women, but more women are just going to turn you down because you're a standard sub 5 normie who's desperate.
And there's an element to that where people don't want to speak about this, and this is where my beef comes with Red Pill Manosphere guys, you know.
Yeah.
All of these guys, they know what's what. They know the truth. But they sell you half-truths. They tell you all you need to do is, if you just hit the gym and get your finances up, it'll work for you. And it's like, there's guys who've been on these dating apps for years, paying 20, whatever it is a month, getting no likes.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, there is an element. I think there's two sides of it. There's guys who were just screwed from the get-go. And there's guys who can make a bit of money, guys who can lift weights. But them guys always had the potential. They were just
lazy.
If you're a 6 out of 10, you can easily smash through a couple of roasties. It's not going to be good for you. There's no long-term options there, but you could smash a couple of roasties.
Yeah, we can be realistic as non-red pill dudes and say there's an element of exploitation there.
Yeah, the way Tinder's exploiting,
it's
all these red pill guys are, because they're saying, "Oh, bro, if you just have cold showers, then all these girls are getting fancy." And it's like, what? I think it was in the 16th century. Henry VIII, he got a big battle on that day. He was scared he wasn't going to win, so he had a cold shower before, and that's when he started the Anglican Church.
I've heard something similar that Anne Boleyn, she started her OnlyFans account, and then she instantly became this feminist icon throughout history, didn't she?
That's how they met.
That's how they met.
Like-
Women's virginity rise further as well. Do you know what I mean? They're being exposed to more uckers guys, so they're thinking... They're thinking,
Yeah, they're
come on,
giving
man.
up.
They're giving up. Yeah, you're being exposed to all the sub-5s out there, the bedroom-dwelling creepy crawlies.
This has been covered a million times before, hasn't it? And I think a lot of it does just become slop tent where people talk about the same things over and over again. But there is an element where it's like, you see Elon Musk talking about it in Twitter. When you have low birth rates, it is civilizational decay because you aren't refreshing the population, basically. You are a dying population. When you see this in like South Korea, a lot of people just want to put these stats up and talk nonsense because it's clickable. And yeah, it's clickable. We're doing the same. But it's trying to differentiate. We're trying to differentiate this video from just the other slop tent that's out there. You need to look like what you can actually do about it.
Yeah, the question is like, there's 1,000,001 different reasons. Porn addiction, dating standards, dating apps. There's so... ink weldom.
Yeah.
There's so many different like reasons. Poor diets, low libido. It's like we can come online and say, "Oh no, you need try harder." We can go down the self-improvement route of, "Oh, honestly, just lock in. It's the winter arc. Don't nut." But it's like no, it goes further than that.
It does go further than
It's
that.
a societal issue that ultimately you as one man will more than likely not be able to solve. You can solve your little problems in your little world, but where'd you go further than that?
Yeah, Gilbert did a video where he said the vanity of self-improvement, and obviously it's a common thing what he said, but I like the fact that he said it in one of these Gen Z videos because, like I say, a lot of it's just slop, and he said, you aren't going to solve collective issues on the individual level. You should become the best version of what you could be. I don't want to be the...
Yeah, the West is collapsing.
I don't want to be the West is collapsing, but there is an element to like, if people aren't dating, it isn't just a Gen Z thing. And listen, this is happening throughout millennials, boomers. Boomers are all on the fourth marriage. So even if they are dating, it's like, it's not the wholesome chungus relationship, is it?
Chungus.
I think the phrase is going out there and sow your wild oats. Go and
live
have
your
fun.
life, let your hair down.
Yeah, go. Why don't you bring this back to,
yeah.
because we've not spoke about it in this video. Why don't you go Thailand and blow bang 20 dudes?
Let your hair down. That's just what you do out there.
Just get amongst
That's
it.
what you do. Get amongst it.
Why
because
wouldn't you?
there's always going to be some sub-5 manlet at the end of the day.
Beta bucks.
When you've been ran through by all the pen guys, there's always going to be some little cutie at the end of their tunnel who's going to take you into his arms. You're there covered in spunk and ran through, and you've got horrible diseases, and he's going to say, "Baby, it's okay. I've got you." There's always going to be that one idiot who's going to put the ring on the finger at the end of the day and say, "Baby, baby."
Mate, I'm that idiot. I could save it.